I'm back. 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 I told you I was coming back. Hey, you knew I was coming back. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I told you I was coming back. Hey, I told you I was coming back. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Regina Soul Section 8 Hood channel, baby. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. Thank you for my 777 subscribers. I really appreciate you. Today we're going to talk about eviction and what's going on down here in Atlanta, Georgia. I need to go get me something to drink, and I'll be back. So I'm back, y'all. I had to go get me a little apple juice. I wanted to talk to y'all about this eviction thing that's going down in Atlanta, Georgia. Do you know it's almost 12,000 people or more that are getting evicted from their homes because they haven't paid their rent? And the true thing about it is, y'all remember during the pandemic that they passed this law where the landlords, they couldn't put the tenants out because of the COVID-19 law. They did that because a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people went from full-time to part-time. People that own businesses, they lost a lot of clients because the people weren't working, so therefore they didn't even have no money to spend. You know what I'm saying? So now, the end of 2020, going into 2021, people ain't been paying their rent because of this law. And now that's a doggone shame. If you've been sitting around here all this while and haven't been paying your rent. Now, it was one lady, the news people asked her why she hadn't paid her rent yet since back then. And the lady is behind $11,000 in her rent, but she worked every day. Now, my grandma always have told me, and I know a lot of y'all grandmas done told y'all too, a person will know when you haven't paid your rent, but they wouldn't know if you ain't had nothing to eat. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? You running around here, everybody doing everything for these last 2-3 years. Just outside like a move. To a point where you ain't been paying your rent. You still been going to work, but you ain't been paying your rent. Now, one thing about it is, you got to pay for that roof over your head unless you own that motherfucker. If you own, you paying taxes for the rest of your life. So, you mean to tell me 12,000 people, an estimate of 12,000 people have gotten served eviction notices? And it's still for the people that's on the program as well. See, because y'all think since Section 8 paid child support and y'all didn't have to pay them but $125. Some of y'all don't pay them but $25. You know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't have to pay them but that. So you feel like the landlord just gonna let you slide. Even though the landlord was still asking for the $25. Because you know the $25 might make an end meet. You feel me? And then that's your portion of the rent. Now, Section 8 paying all this rent money. And you just took it upon yourself for the last 2-3 years not to pay rent. Now you finna get evicted. But you know, the landlord ain't told Section 8 that you ain't been paying your $25. They're not gonna find out until your ass get evicted. And don't you know when you get evicted, that's on your, you know, your what they call that shit, credit. Let me tell you something. When you go apply for an apartment or a house of anything of that nature, condo or loft, duplex, whatever, studio, one bedroom, it don't matter. When you go to apply for something to rent, do you know they do a rental background, a rental credit check. Now, the credit check is to see when you were at the previous place and the place before that. Because if you hadn't been at the previous place for at least 5 years, they want to know the place before that. And they want to know where you paying your rent on time. That's the credit part of it. Now, the other part of it is, was the police being called to your house? Is your family a troubled family? Are the kids bad? Is it a whole lot going on over at the house, like a whole lot of guests, a whole lot of parties, and all that type of stuff? Did they tear up your property? How many times did the toilet stool get messed up? That's the other part of it. You feel me? So, with that being said, they're checking all of that. And just so you know, you have a score on your housing as well. And I didn't find that out until I moved here. As long as you pay your rent on time, you're not tearing these people property up. You know what I'm saying? And, you're abiding by the rules and regulations. You're going to get a good report. But if not, it's going to be the other way around, love. And it's going to be hard for you to find somewhere to stay. Now, they got this program called the Second Chance program. You know what I'm saying? But just to be honest with you, these people really ain't with all that eviction and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They want to give you a second chance. But a lot of y'all, how the hell this lady going to be $11,000 behind on her rent? That just don't make common sense. And along with other people, along with her, other people too, they behind on their rent that much too, or more, some maybe less. But if you had to think in the back of your motherfucking mind, in the side, in the front of your mind, and in the top of your mind, that they was gonna lift that COVID-19 law. You should have known eventually it was going to happen. And I'm surprised it hasn't happened before now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I call like a setup as well. But I ain't going to just put it on the government. You feel what I'm saying? Because they should have been did this shit and got this shit over. But they let shit linger on so you can get more in debt. Here your dumb ass go. You gotta go put all your stuff in storage. You gotta find somewhere for yourself to stay if you're a single person, and you gotta find somewhere for them kids to stay if you kids, family, husband with children, all this type of stuff. Now, if you got a able-bodied husband in the house, you definitely ain't got no business getting no eviction notice on your door. Let's just put that on the table. Because I'm going to tell you something, and I ain't going to go all into it and far out the way with it. That's another subject at hand. But if you got an able-bodied man, he'll go out there and pick up some cans every day, show us some shit, sit over there by Walmart, Home Depot, wait for them people to come by who need their house painted, their roof done, and all that type of shit. A real man gonna make it happen. Well, we ain't got to be outdoors, baby. Because just because it's raining right now and it's hard for us to make ends meet, God gonna allow us to see a brighter day if we continue to do what we gotta do to make the end meet. Now, if you ain't got no man like that, hey, baby, he don't need to be called a man. So, back to the matter at hand. Y'all ain't paid that rent in 2-3 years, so bam, here we go. Got to put your stuff in storage. Got to move with your sister or your brother or your auntie, or back with your mama or your daddy and your daddy. You know, here we go with the bullshit. You got to change your whole daily perspective of life. You know, you got to switch up your routines, because people have different rules and regulations. Everybody got different rules and regulations in their house, whether you are an adult or a child. So, I'm going to tell you like this. After 2-3 years, government don't let you just slip and slide and ain't pay no rent. What the fuck you do with that money? Did you save that money and moved into a house? Did you save all them thousands and all them $25 for 3 years? Did you save it and buy something? What did you do with it? Or it just blew in the wind? Yeah, a lot of y'all just let it blow in the wind. And when I mean blow in the wind, I mean going out to eat, going to every party, going to every barbecue, outside, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, throwing the money up in the club, drinking the highest priced drinks. You got to have on the Jordans, because old boy got on the Jordans. There you go. You got to get a fit every week or an outfit to be outside. Y'all been doing this shit for 3 years, taking flights on ships, cruises, and everything. And you ain't paid no motherfucking rent. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. A lot of you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself. And guess what? 12,000 in Atlanta, Georgia. Just imagine what it is all over the world. That's why they got them motherfucking storage units set up on every goddamn corner when you get off the expressway. Don't play with these folks, because they already, it's a, man, come on. And they let you hang yourself all the way around to where you can't come back. It's so hard to come back to where people start just got to do a little bit of everything to get back. If you get back, that shit hard as fuck. I done lost 3 storages in my lifetime. They be honest about your shit. Keep that shit 100. And when you know better, you do better. So, I just want to tell everybody, I don't care. It's like this with me, and you can ask my children. Y'all be trying to live out this high-class life, you know. You trying to keep up with Joneses. You trying to keep up with the Jacksons of Atlanta. You know, you trying to do all this shit what they doing on social media. It's not even affordable for you. You got 2 kids. And you stay in a 5-bedroom house. It's not affordable to you. So, if you see yourself all caught up and you see you finna go get put out, these folks done put eviction notice on your door, baby. All them coins got to be gathered together. I don't care if I do got 2 kids and a husband. If we got to go live in a 1-bedroom or a studio or this loft, then that's exactly what we're going to do. See, that's why I be saying, y'all don't be having nobody that just be behind you to push you to that level where failure is not an option. It's not an option when you done did it over and over and over. It's not an option when you knew one day that these folks was going to file a warrant because you ain't been paying your rent. You just been living free. So when you get to your next location, you ain't even going to have the experience for paying rent in the last 3 years. So you ain't even going to know how to budget to pay the rent. You going to be fucked up all the way around, bruh. And it's hard. Even though they're building all these different apartments in different locations in the ATL and all over the world. See, I be talking to different people that's not in Georgia. And they building all these different complexes and stuff all over the world. Some of them are affordable. You need to stop looking up just the same old thing all the time if it's not helping you move forward. Click on something else sometime. Click on a job. With that being said, if your ass ain't been paying your rent, if you haven't received an eviction notice on your door, look out for it, cause baby, you will. And guess what? That ain't gonna be nobody problem but yours. That ain't gonna be mama problem, cause mama got somewhere to stay. That ain't gonna be your sister problem. Her sis keeping a roof, whether it's under the HUD program or not, she gonna pay them $2 in rent every month. Just know that. Whether it's gonna be your brothers, all of them got an old lady and kids and got them a roof over their head. One of them stay in a 1-bedroom with 3 kids and a wife, but they making it right along, baby. So we ain't gonna be nobody's fault but yours. And I'll be back. You know, come back